Now that you've joined TalkFusion, let's send your first video email. Beginning from the front page of the website, look for and click on Login. Then type your username and email into the form to access the site. Once you've typed in your username and password, look for and click Login. This will bring you to the TalkFusion dashboard. Look for and click on Send a Video Email. It's the first item in the top left menu under Video Email Center. This brings you to the page where you can send your video email. Now, I want to point out several things on this page. You'll see a bunch of templates here that you can select from. You'll also see templates that are specifically for the TalkFusion opportunity, product, and you'll see a list of categories that contain all kinds of templates based on your business or personal goal. For the purpose of this recording, we're going to use a template from the TalkFusion product page. Now, you'll notice that besides each template, or inside of each template, there is a little box in the top left. This is the box that you check to select that template option. You'll see this throughout the TalkFusion website, whether with a template or a video. So we're going to select this option, and then you look for and click on Select Template. It's a button at the very bottom to select that template. This brings you to the Create a Video Email page. And there are 4 things on this page that we need to do. First, we need to add a video to the email. The option to do that is here in the top right of the page. Look for and click on Add or Edit Video. Now, this is also how you record a new video inside of the TalkFusion system. So it's important to understand that you can record a video, save it here in the system, and use it over and over. So if there's a series of videos that you use to onboard a new client, for example, or if you're stepping people through various aspects of a product or service that you offer, you can record those videos one time and use them over and over. You can also have recorded that video outside of the TalkFusion system and upload it into the system to use it. Now, I recommend that you stick with videos that are 1 to 2 minutes. The goal of the video email isn't to tell them everything about everything, or even the thing that you're talking about. It's to connect, make that personal connection, to share one thought or insight or big idea, and then to move them to the next step. This is not about all of the selling, quote unquote, happening inside of the email. This is about connection, where they know, they like, they trust you, and they take the next step to get the solution you offer. Now, what we do here on this page, Choose Videos, is there's an option here at the top of the page to the right that says Choose Videos. If you click on this, you'll have 2 options. One, you can import a video from your computer. That's what I talked about earlier. Or you can record a video. And that's what we're going to do right now, because it's most likely what you'll do getting started with TalkFusion. So look for and click Record a Video. Now at this point, you're going to see me here on the screen. And you will appear here on the screen. And I want to take this opportunity to show you a few things. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to title the video. And this title needs to be unique. So I'm going to use Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I've used testing and testing 1, 2, 3 already, and it won't save the video. So now what you can do is actually record the video by clicking on this blue button under the video area that you see here. Now, I want to point out a couple of things when making a video. First, you want to make sure that your brightest source of light is in front of you. There's a big picture window here in front of me, and so the brightest source of light. And so you don't see those, you don't see weird shadows and all of that kind of thing. I'm just using the camera on my laptop. I'm on a Mac. And as you can see, it looks pretty good. And the video quality is really, really good. And I'm on an internet connection that's not really the fastest. It's nowhere near as fast as the one in my office. But the video quality is good and it comes across great. So the next thing I'm going to experiment with is using a little tripod behind my computer so that it lifts the view like this, which is a little bit more powerful look and view for the video, because you can lean in and it just positions you in a stronger way. Okay. And most people will tell you when you're doing video like this, you want to have the camera about an inch or two above your eye level. That's what all of the video experts have told me about recording video. And so play around with it and what makes you look great. Now, what you don't want to do is you don't want to record a video where you are way back away from the camera. I've seen a couple of examples of that, and that's just not a good look. Remember, that's a pretty small box in that video, in that video email, and I'll show you what it looks like in a moment. But you want to be, what I find is better is be right up on, and don't be afraid to use your hands and gesture and focus on that one person and look directly in to that camera that is on your computer or phone. Okay. Now, one thing about your phone, typically people will record a video like this, where it's vertical. What I suggest you do is experiment with doing it horizontal, because you're going to notice that the video doesn't go all the way to the edge in the video email. And if you record it like this vertically, there's going to be a big black space on either side of the video in the system. And you don't want that. So you want to do it horizontal versus vertical. And when you're on your computer, it automatically does it in horizontal. And what it technically is, it's a 16:9. The video is wider than it is taller. So you simply click the start button. It starts to record. You say what you're going to say. I've made a tiny course that will show you how to make a powerful video email. Look at that. Also use the GPT that I've created. That's a custom GPT. It's a version of ChatGPT that will help you come up with ideas for your videos. You have access to that. When you finish talking, you simply click, and you notice it'll start talking immediately. If it doesn't, you can look for and click this play button, and you can preview the video. Now you'll have three options. You can either cancel this video and start over, you can record a new video, or you can save the recording. So we're going to save the recording. And what's happening now is that the video is being uploaded into the TalkFusion system. Okay. And once it's uploaded, it will become a choice in your library to add to your video email. The upload happens at the speed of the internet connection. And depending on how fast your internet connection, that's how long it'll take to upload. So this was the video I just made. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And I suggest that you give a good name to these videos, like say what it is, because in some places, people watching the video will actually be able to see the name of it. Okay. And also if you want to download the video, so this video can be downloaded, by the way, out of the TalkFusion system and be used somewhere else, for example, on YouTube or in some other way. So what you want to do is look for and check this little box in the top left of every video. And by the way, if you ever want to delete the video, you see I've hovered over, there's a trash can icon here that you can click and delete the video. Once you've selected the video, look for and click the select button in the bottom right of this pop-up page. And that will put your video inside of the video template. Now, there are 4 things that we're going to do on this page. There are 4 sections. There's the content. There's the info that's in the template itself. There are the recipients, who's going to get the video. And then there are a couple of options that I'm going to show you. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start with the content. So you just name this video email. I'm just going to call it testing. Then you want to add a subject line, and people are actually going to see this when they get the email. So make it something engaging that makes people want to open the email. Show them what's inside. Okay. I like to use a ... or even an emoji, okay, after the subject line, just to call attention to the subject line in people's inbox. You can also type in pound TO name, NAME, after or at whatever point you want in the subject line, and it will bring the person's name up, the person you're actually sending the video to. Now, the body section is just like you're writing an email to a friend or to a client on a daily basis. You just write, hey, Bob, or in the case of using the personalization, hey, to name. Now, you notice that that's small. I'll show you how to fix that in a moment. So then you put what you want to say in the email. If you ever want to do a link, for example, you can simply highlight the words that you want to hyperlink and look for and click this link icon here and type in the email or the URL to the web page you want people to see when they click on the link. Type in the URL, click OK, and you're going to notice that there's an underline there and it's hyperlinked. So how do you fix this, the size? You just highlight everything and just select normal, and it'll make everything the normal size. And you can also make it larger if you need to. At the end of the email, I always type a dot or period, and I'll put 3 to 5 dots, dot return, dot return, dot return. And what this does is it puts a little space at the bottom. And I just find that this just makes the email look a little bit better, and it just pushes the stuff that's under the email down a bit. Okay. You can use the pound to name there anywhere in the body as well. Okay. So that's the section related to content. Now, I got to tell you something about what happens if you navigate away from this page at this point. You lose all of the customization and you'll have to start over. So make sure you don't navigate away from this page. The next section here is the information that's actually inside of the template. It's overlaid on the template. So your name is required and your email address is required. Everything else is optional. So I'll take out the company name. And by the way, where is it getting all of this information? It's getting it from your settings and your profile within the app. And then what I'll do here for the phone number, because I'm dealing with people all over the world who are using this app and who are sharing TalkFusion with other people, I'll use WhatsApp. So I have a WhatsApp telephone number that's connected there that you can reach me directly through the number in the conventional way, but you can also reach me through WhatsApp. And I'm going to put that information there so that people have it. Okay. And they have it related to WhatsApp. Okay. And then you can put your website. You can put whatever website you want. It populates your TalkFusion website, your direct website. I have another website that I use called simplevideo.email. Now you can add your Facebook username, your X. I don't suggest using all of this. A confused mind always says no. You are pointing them to one next step. And the reason that I use the website is because on the website, I have a landing page that offers access to a guide to do video email. So when I'm talking to a person, if I were using this to connect or introduce a video email, I could simply say, hey, follow the link that's right here next to my video, and you'll get a free guide that'll help you get started. Okay. The next step in this process, and I'll just go back up and collapse this so we can go on to recipients. Now, with your recipients, you can choose contacts that you already have in the TalkFusion system, or you can look for and click on Add a Contact, and you'll see this pop up and you can type in all of the information. Now, you'll notice that there's an option here that says Contact Groups, and you can actually select from your group of contacts. So that means that you could have, for example, a contact group called Clients, and these are all of your clients that you're going to send video newsletters to. Okay. You could have one that was prospects for overall in your business, or prospects for a specific product or service. And then you can send specifically to that group a video email related to something about that product or service when they haven't purchased yet. Okay. But you can fill all of that in. I'm going to add a contact, or choose a contact rather, of one that I already have that I'm just testing. I'll choose myself because I want to show you how this works. So you select the box next to the person, and then you look for and click Save Selection, and you'll notice here that that contact has been added. And you can send a video email to multiple people. Okay. So I'm going to collapse this section of recipients and then look at options. There's the option here to enable social sharing. Now, I've not tested this option or tried it, but I'm going to just turn it on to see what happens in this example. There's also the option to use private label, and you can upgrade to the third tier of TalkFusion to be able to use that. It's not something that I need right now because I'm only using this account for myself personally, but I am going to be using video email in other businesses that I have, and I'm going to need more than one custom template. So by upgrading, I can get multiple custom templates that work with all of the businesses that I have. Okay. So now we've got everything ready to go with the content, the information on the template itself, the recipients, and the options. We're ready to send this video email. So you look for and click on send, the send button in the upper right-hand corner of the page. You will have two options. You can send this video email immediately, which is what we're going to do in a moment, but you can also schedule to send it later. And this is what I'm going to show you because there's something you need to be aware of. So if we click in send later, you can actually schedule this email. So the first thing you're going to do is pick the date that you want to sell it and send it. So we're going to go August 15th, select that, and then we're going to set the time. Now you'll notice here that this time is displayed in UTC. So what does that mean? It's Universal Time Coordinated. And I Googled it and found that Universal Time Coordinated is 6 hours ahead of Central Time, which is my native time zone. It is 5 hours ahead of Eastern Time Zone, which is where I happen to be, and I'm recording this video right now. So what does that mean? That means that let's say I want my video to go out at 6 a.m. in the morning. I wouldn't say 6 a.m. I would add 6 hours to that, and it would be 12 noon. Once you set that time, look for and click on schedule, and the email will go out at that time. This is very useful when you want to batch create your emails. So let's say, for example, you wake up early in the morning and say, hey, let me get 4 or 5 video emails out to prospective clients. And you do that, but you don't want them getting the email at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. So you can set the email to go to them, say, at 7:30 in the morning or 8:30 in the morning. And you can do that if you're up late at night doing them as well. This scheduling feature is awesome. Now, we're not going to schedule the email. We're going to send it immediately. So that's the first option here. And the reason we're going to do that is because I want to show you what that email looks like when it arrives in a Gmail inbox, which is one of the most popular email platforms on the planet. So we're going to send this email immediately by clicking the button, and then it brings you back to the send a video email dashboard here. Now, here we are in my Gmail box. So I want you to notice first that the subject line that we set with the emoji shows up. It shows up my first name, Ramon, what's inside. And the email is coming from TalkFusion. One suggestion I'm going to make to them is to let us be able to personalize that. So maybe it's Ramon Williamson via TalkFusion if TalkFusion just needs to be there. There's a lot of technical stuff related to email, and I'm sure they're right up on what needs to happen. But I wanted you to see, what does this actually look like? What does an email template, a video email template, actually look like in an inbox? And this is what it looks like. And you'll notice here that the video is stretched to fill that box. But as you'll see on the video playback page, there's a little black section on either side. Okay, that's also another suggestion that I've made. But right here, you'll see that there's a telephone number, and I've got the little WhatsApp, letting people know the WhatsApp. And you'll notice there that you can click this, and if you're on your mobile phone, I think it'll actually dial the number. The email is clickable, and the website is clickable. Okay? So you can say in the video, to go ahead and get started now and get my free guide, just click the link that is there on the page with my video. And then if you scroll down, or up rather, you see the copy here. And you see I put those little dots there to give it a little space here. Now this, powered by TalkFusion, will go directly to your website, or go to TalkFusion with you as the referrer to the service. And that's in when you become a promoter. And it costs you nothing extra to become a promoter. And because when people see video email, they like it and they want it. And so why not have them get video email through you? Okay, so this is what it looks like. Now, I'm going to click on this video email and show you what happens. It takes you to a dedicated page for your video email that the person can now click and watch the video email. And remember what I told you about naming the video? You see how the name of the video shows right here as testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay. And now people can watch the video. They can watch it again if they need to. And they have your information here on the right-hand side of the video. And all of it is clickable. They click it there. They're still going to go to that web page. Okay. And if they click down here, they're still going to be able to get TalkFusion through you as the referrer. So that's how it looks. That's how it looks in the inbox. That's how it looks when people go to watch your video. Now that you see this, there's one other thing that happens that you need to know about. Once a person watches your video email, you will get a real-time email from TalkFusion letting you know the person has watched your email. Let me go show you how that works. Now, here's the email you get. So you see the email being sent out and that the email has now been watched. And remember that delay time there I told you? Remember, it's 5 hours ahead. So it's actually, as I'm recording this video on my, I guess it knows where I've sent it from. But on Central Time right now, it's 2:40. Okay, I sent it at 2:38, or whenever I sent it before. And see, it's showing the 7 o'clock time. That's that that coordinated universal time thing. But you get the video, or you get notification of the video being watched. Okay, so you know when people have watched your video. So I've just walked you through how to create or how to send a video email with TalkFusion. Go ahead and send your first video. In fact, send me a video email letting me know what you liked best about this tutorial.